Hi, in this video we're going to combine ratios together and end up with a sort of fraction or a percentage at the end of the question. So we've got a pencil case. It only contains black, purple and orange pencils. The ratio of black pencils to purple pencils is 8:7, and the ratio of purple pencils to orange pencils is 1:5. Calculate the percentage of pencils that are orange. Now, what we're going to do first is combine these into a single ratio like we did in the previous skill. And then once we've got that single ratio at the end of everything combined, we can then work out what percentage of the pencils are orange. So let's do that. What we did in the previous video is to have a nice little cute table to represent our information. Now we've got black, purple and orange. So black, purple and orange. Thankfully, they're all different letters, so I can just use the first letter. And let's put in the ratios that we had. The ratio of black to purple is 8:7. So black to purple is 8:7, like this. And then we've also got the ratio of purple to orange is 1:5. So purple to orange is 1:5. I'm going to put that on the next row. And notice that both these ratios have the purple in common. So this is a part of purple in each of those two ratios. Now, the way you combine this into one single long ratio is these numbers in the middle have to be common. So the way we did it is we said that, well, how can we scale these two ratios so that such that this middle number is common? Can you see that if you just times that 1 by 7, then it would match that 7 there, wouldn't it? And remember, in a ratio, you can always scale the numbers as long as you times by the same number. So if I times that by 7, I also need to times this 5 by 7 as well. So let's do that. Times the 1 by 7 and the 5 times 7. And that's going to give me 7 and 35. And now that's good because, look, I've got black to purple is 8:7 and purple to orange is 7:35. Because these 7s are the same, I can now just write it as one big ratio. So black to purple to orange is 8:7 to 35. I just combined this row and this row together because they have the purple parts of 7 in common now. So that's black to purple to orange. And we want to work out the percentage of pencils that are orange. Now, if we think about the total parts, that will represent the total pencils in the pencil case. So the total parts here is equal to 8 plus 7 plus 35. 8 plus 7 is 15, plus 35 is 50. So we've got 50 parts in total. And we want to find the percentage of the pencils which are orange. So out of the 50 total parts, which represents the whole pencil case, all the pencils, how many parts are orange? Because we want the percentage of pencils which are orange. Well, we can see it's 35 parts are orange. So 35 parts out of the total parts of 50, representing the total pencils, is orange. So the fraction that is orange is 35/50ths. So 35/50ths are orange, but we need that as a percentage. Now, we can make it a percentage by just making it over 100. 35 over 50 is 70 over 100. 70 hundredths are orange, and 70 hundredths is just 70%. So 70% of the pencils are orange, and we are done.